guys, Amanda the G here. It is almost the end of the year, which means it is time for the annual tradition of the gingerscotch house, and it's time to get crafty again. This is a very special video for a lot of reasons. Number one, I have found a vegan eggnog. Okay, there were two different kinds when I went to Target, and I got the one that is oat milk based. So I have not had eggnog in like a decade at least. The second reason that this is a very special video is that every year on the Tuesday before Christmas, I have posted a gingerscotch house because the very first video I ever made was me getting drunk on scotch and putting together a gingerbread house. And in the past, it has gone very well without any problems or complications at all in any of the houses I've ever made. The third reason that this is a very special video is that this year I have decided to get a pre-made gingerbread house, so I only have to do the decorating part because the building and construction went 100% perfect last year and was not emotionally scarring in the least. So I went to go melt some chocolate, and while I was there, the whole thing fucking fell apart. In this kit, we've got our standard ready build icing, which I love that they gave me building icing when I don't have to build. We've got pastel candies, which was a bold choice of whoever put this kit together. We got some green sugar trees, which I'm sure are going to be perfectly to scale. Some heart-shaped pastel gumdrops. A few of the different swirl peppermint candies. These terrible, stupid, itty-bitty, teeny tiny things, again in pastel, again bold choice. Red decorating icing, and our pre-made house. I am a little bit frustrated in the candy choices. I'm always a little bit frustrated in the candy choices, but this one makes absolutely no sense. Like the trees, okay, Christmassy trees, I get that. These little candies, fine, I get that, I understand that. I don't understand any of the other choices. Now I have another reason why this is going to be a special episode. I am going to use tools to pipe this instead of using the stupid bags that it gives you. So hopefully, if I just put it in my own thing, then I will get a better result at the end, and then I can have multiple different tips, and hopefully it'll be better. I'm just going to keep saying hopefully. I am going to do what I always try and do, and I'm going to make frickin' icicles. You know what I always do terribly? Icicles. You know what I do every year anyway? Icicles. Why do I keep doing icicles? Because I like to torture myself. Okay, now that my hand is absolutely killing me, I have done all of the icicles. If anyone is wondering why I spend basically a half hour doing icicles, is because even though I'm terrible at it, it still makes the whole thing look better. And you have to do whatever you can to make this look better because it looks terrible with the shit they give you. So, with that in mind, I'm going to switch to the red for a minute. Oh, this red is going to come out terribly. Great. Great. Love that. Didn't happen. You didn't see anything. Okay, remember when I turned this around that this is not easy to do, and I've been drinking and I haven't eaten today. And it looks like a 2-year-old did it. And we're just going to move on to the other side. And that's just the way it is. I figure if I do the windows and doors, then you'll be able to see them despite the fact that they didn't press them in enough. Something I find quite irritating about this particular kit, other than the fact that the candy makes absolutely no sense, is a few things. One, the discrepancies in the way that it's produced. Like, why are some of the lines like shoved way deep in there and some of the lines aren't even there at all? It's supposed to be made in a factory. Why is this frosting like squirting out on one side and not on another? Again, factory. Also, why would you not make the frosting that you give the people the same color as the frosting that you put on to hold it together? It should be the same fucking color. Especially when you're gonna do stupid crap and have it shove out all over the thing on the bottom. Speaking of that, I'm gonna cover this whole top. Switching my tip real quick. Well, at least I was able to make a pattern. That's something. Let's attach the little trees. I'm going to make frosting, and I'm going to make a path here. So let me take this and make a nice winding pathway, which I'm going to cover with all sorts of candies really quickly. And then we're going to see how much snow I can put on here. We are almost there. We are almost there. I've been doing this for like 2 hours, but we are almost there. I just determined I was going to use all the candy, and it's not going to be exactly even between the two sides. Now, I'm going to play finger paint on the side to cover the entire board in frosting, because I don't have enough to actually spread it out all nice and smooth and even, so I'm going to use my finger and pretend that I don't know, this is a snowdrift, I guess? I don't know. And now that this new battery is flashing because it needs to be charged, I am calling it. This is this year's gingerscotch house. This is the best that I could do. This took me hours, even though it was already pre-built. It's absolutely wonderful. Doesn't matter that all of the candy is stupid. And that concludes another gingerscotch house. Everybody have a wonderful, happy holiday. Stay fresh, cheese bags. I'm going to finish this. I'm gonna not want to clean this up, but I'm gonna try and clean this up. And yeah, I hope your gingerbread houses go a lot smoother than this. My hands are covered in sugar. Covered in sugar.